Liqui moly. I'm gonna go ahead and change my oil. I'm gonna drain it right now. Put new oil in, a new filter, and then I'm gonna pop this stuff in. Let the engine idle for 10 minutes. Then I'm gonna drain it again, and I'm gonna put in royal purple oil. It should clean the engine out and make it run way smoother, way better, more efficiently. Hopefully it works. I'll show you guys the results. Afterwards, I'm gonna put new spark plugs in, and then afterwards I'm gonna go ahead and install those projection lights in these back doors. See how that goes. Okay guys, I propped up my car on the driver's side door. See, propped it up because the oil drain plug happens to be on the passenger side door, right around here, something right here, that little guy right there. So I'm gonna pull that off and let all the oil drain out through there. I'm gonna pull off the oil filter, which is down there. I'm gonna do that from the inside, from the bottom, and pop on the new ones and get the Liqui moly going. Then pop in fresh oil after that. So I'm gonna do a double oil change right now, just to make sure the engine's really clean and runs to its best the best of its ability. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and use 3/4 socket to remove the oil drain plug and drain the oil. So let me get that going. So I'm gonna go ahead and use an oil filter removal cap for the oil filter. Okay guys, here's my old oil filter and my old oil. Look at this, it's bad. Look at that, how black it is. Definitely needed a new oil change. Alright, well, here's gonna be the Bosch oil filter I'm gonna use right now. I'm gonna put the oil filter on. I'm gonna drop the car. I'm gonna put the new oil in there, which I have over here. I'm just gonna put some of this in really quick just to flush the engine. I'm gonna let it run with this new oil for around 10 minutes, just an idle, and then I'm gonna check the oil, see how bad it is. After I see how bad it is, I'm gonna add my Liqui moly, let it idle for another 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna drain it all. And it's supposed to be able to get out all the gunk and anything that's bad for the engine. It's supposed to clean all that out, and we'll see if it works. Okay, so I'm gonna go put my royal purple in here. And I have a little bit over 4 quarts in there, 5. So I'm probably gonna put the rest of that in there. As you guys could see, it's actually purple. Okay guys, so I put in 4.5 quarts of royal purple because I kept adding more until I thought it was full, and I kept checking it and running it and checking it, letting it rest, check it again, and right now it seems to be full. So I think I'm gonna stop right now. It's at a good level right now. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start on the spark plugs. Alright guys, thank you for watching the Liqui moly cleanse on my Audi, and stay tuned for the next video. Okay guys, I just checked the owner's manual. It says to add 4.1 quarts of oil, and over here I have 3.78 liters. So let me see how many quarts that is. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4. So I'm gonna put in a little bit less than all 4. That way I could add the Liqui moly, and it'll be pretty full. So here we go. I'm gonna see how clean this oil is that I'm putting in, and we're gonna do a comparison of before and after. So we're gonna see how clean it is before I put it in, and then when I pour it out, we'll see how dirty it gets within 10 minutes of just running in idle. So that's pretty clear oil. Okay guys, I put in the 3 quarts of oil and I let it run for a bit. That way I could cycle through the engine. And it's not registering on the dipstick, so I'm gonna go ahead and add the liquid moly right now and let it run for 10 minutes, and then we'll pull the dipstick out and see how it looks. Then we'll go ahead and drain it and see what the oil looks like at this point. Then we're gonna go ahead and refill it with royal purple oil and do the spark plugs, and it should be running very fine. We'll see if there's any differences. Alright, I'll be back in a bit. My liquid moly engine flush. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and pop this back on and let it run for another 10 minutes, and we'll see if it registers on a dipstick when I pull it out, and we'll see what the color of the new oil looks like. Okay guys, it's been exactly 10 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out the dipstick and see what that looks like, and then we'll proceed with the next oil change. Alright guys, so I pulled out my dipstick and it's registering at a low level. Okay guys, here's the oil after I drained it with the liquid moly. Here's my oil filter. Pull that off as well. Now let's go ahead and dip this little guy in here and see what the color of the oil looks like. I mean, it looks okay, but still kind of dark, you know? I mean, just for running in the engine for 10 minutes, that is kind of bad. So I think the liquid moly did clean it up a bit. Alright, so now I'm going to put in some Royal Purple 5W30. I'm going to go ahead and put 4.1 quarts of that because that's what it requires for my Audi B6 with 1.8 turbo. And here's my new oil filter I'm going to use. It's a Mobil 1 Extended Performance M1301 High Efficiency oil filter. I'm going to go ahead and pop everything back on. The new filter, new oil, the little plug. Gonna go pop this back on, and then I'll do some spark plugs and we'll see how it runs. Okay guys, so I put the drain bolt back on, I put my oil filter back on, it's in there. So I'm just gonna put in my Royal Purple in there and see how it runs. Okay, so I'm gonna go put in my Royal Purple in here. Over 4 quarts in there, 5. So I'm probably gonna put the rest of that in there. As you guys could see, it's actually purple. Okay guys, so I put in 4.5 quarts of Royal Purple because I kept adding more until I thought it was full, and I kept checking it and running it and checking it, letting it rest, check it again, and right now it seems to be full. So I think I'm gonna stop right now. It's a good level right now. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start on the spark plugs. Alright guys, thank you for watching the Liqui cleanse on my Audi, and stay tuned for the next video.